Now that we have understood how an organization is helped by the statement of objectives, let us look at objectives from different aspects. One way of looking at objectives is to say that objectives form a hierarchy. Now, what is a hierarchy? A hierarchy is a level, certain different levels within the organization, and these levels are reflected in the kind of objectives that different parts of the organization have. At the senior level of the organization, we have strategic objectives. These objectives are organization wide and they are long term. Then you have objectives at the departmental level, which we call functional objectives. These departmental objectives are medium term objectives, and they are not as difficult as strategic objectives are to change. Medium term departmental objectives are derived from the broader strategic objectives that are first laid by the senior management for the total organization. Once we have the departmental objectives, then these are further broken down to the level of individual objectives, where each individual employee of the organization has an objective which together build up to give the departmental objective, and the departmental objectives together build up to give the strategic objective. So, this is what is meant by a hierarchy of objectives. Another way of looking at objectives is to look at objectives depending on the specific area of the business which that objective affects. For instance, we could talk about financial objectives like return on investment, return on capital employed, earnings per share. Now, these are objectives which are largely confined to the finance function. Then we have objectives like we have an objective of intent, right? We can say that the objective that we are talking about is to improve the quality of the product of the company. Now, this is an objective which would relate largely to the procurement and the manufacturing function, with some amount of support from the finance department. We could say that an objective is a quantified objective. For instance, we could say that we have an objective where we reduce our rejects by 50%. This is different from a qualified statement of an objective where we say that we improve the quality of products. Further, we could have a technological objective. A technological objective is a statement that the company's products must be state of the art, and the company's products must reflect the latest advances in a particular technology. For instance, Apple believes that all its products must be at the absolute cutting edge of the IT technology. Now, this objective of Apple is what one could call a technological objective. We could also talk in terms of a product market objective. A product market objective could be stated in terms of what is the part of the market spectrum that the company is trying to address. For instance, a company like MRF, which was initially concerned with cost-effective tires, popular cost-effective tires, took a decision to shift its product market objective to premium, high-quality tires. Right? Now, this is a product market objective. So, objectives, another aspect of objectives is that objectives are of various types.